about gummy worms, so I just called it Gummy Worm Madness because at the time I was watching Big Blue Midnight Madness, which was a big UK band. Okay, so why make an inquiry about gummy worms in the first place, right? Number one, I like eating gummy worms. If Leanne can make inquiry one based on M&Ms because she wants to eat chocolate, why can't I make one about gummy worms so I can eat gummy worms? It's my logic. Number two, I could use this inquiry in a future biology class. It would help them learn how to make hypotheses and to introduce them to data collection and analysis through statistical tests such as t-tests. And number three, I feel that I'm an expert in the gummy worm field. How many of y'all have eaten gummy worms before? Played with them, lick them, stretch them, whatever you want to do with them. So therefore, I deem you all gummy worm experts as well. So my question was, does the color of the gummy worms and the gummy worm segments of a worm affect its elasticity? So really, I'm asking, does different colors make it more or less stretchy? My null hypothesis is that there is no difference in between the color of a gummy worm and the stretchiness or the elasticity of the gummy worm. And then my alternate hypothesis is that the lighter the color of the gummy worm segments, the more that it will stretch as opposed to the darker colors. And this was just my thinking because I was thinking, well, maybe if there's more dye, then it won't be as stretchy. But that's not based on any scientific fact. That was just my hypothesis, thinking as any high schooler would. Okay. So how am I going to figure this stuff out? Luckily, since this will maybe be used in a class someday, it's not that difficult, which is what I was going for. So the first thing that I did was I took a random sample. Karen was very nice enough to go out, and I just said, Karen, here are some gummy worms that I think might be out there. Can you just pick up every brand that you find? Well, she only found 3. So I had Black Forest gummy worms, the Walgreen brand of gummy worms, and then a brand called Coastal Bay. It's just on the side note, these taste the best. I ate a lot. The Coastal Bay. Right. So I took a random sample of these gummy worms. So basically what I did was I reached my hand in each bag and took out the first 5. And I found out that a lot of times the red and green combo, there's a ton of those in the bags. They like that combination. I think they like Christmas. Okay. So the second thing that you need to do is record the initial length of your gummy worm. So most of the time they're not crooked. These aren't the sour gummy worms that like do that and they like stay like that. They're pretty, you know, flexible and they can easily be put into a straight line. So you just line them up with the side of the ruler and take your measurement in centimeters because the metric is of course the scientific measurements of the world, right? And then you stretch the worm without tearing it apart, right? So this is where you all get to practice. You stretch it until it becomes taut. And if you see rips and tears, you stop. Can everybody do this? I feel like this is something that you can do in high school. So after you do this, this is just a question. The next thing that I'm going to ask you to do, if you had a ruler, would be to measure the segments, the colors of the segments. What is a problem that you see that could be posed? Right. So whenever you stretch it apart, the colors kind of intertwine with each other, and you're like, oh crap, I don't know. So if you look at it, you can kind of tell a spot where the colors are about 50-50, about half and half. And I measured from that point in time. And you can eat your gummy worms now. They're officially yours to chew and munch on, if you would like to.
Every piece of it.
So good. You all got the question that I found during this presentation. So now that I have my data, how do I know if it's significant or not? So first, I found find the percent change. And how do you do this? Does anybody have a guess? Because I know there's a lot of math people in here.
Did you just like stretch it and then put it up against a ruler?
Yeah, that's how I got the stretched value length. And I measured each segment. I took the stretched value and the original value. Oh, I skipped one. Before this, you needed to like label all the gummy worms and label the brand and the colors associated with the gummy worm. That way you would know. What I did was I took the stretched length, subtracted it from the original length, and found the difference. And then I took the difference and then divided it by the original length and then multiplied it by 100 to get the percent change. Okay. And then I used multiple t-tests to determine the significance of the percent changes to see if there was any difference between the stretchiness of one color versus another. And I did this in Excel. So, all of us were like, oh crap, Leanne, we do not know how to do t-tests in Excel. I don't know how to. We've had how many quizzes over it now? And she's like, me too, the British guy, me too. And so I did. I did, and I put it in here, and then I was like, no, I want you to make one. So I made a video on how to do t-tests in Excel, and hopefully the sound is on.
Hit the on the keyboard, the like button.
We can hear it.
Just a G.
So here I have all of my results.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
I can barely hear you now.
We don't start talking, you want to hear?
Well, I'll just kind of explain as I go here. So what I did was this chart over here is my original chart, and I color coded all the cells as to the different segments of the colors of gummy worms. And whenever you try to just pick and choose in the t-tests in Excel, whenever you try to pick and choose the different t-tests in Excel, then it comes up with errors if you do that. So that's why I came over here and put all my values in for the specific colors in different columns. And I had to run multiple t-tests, so I had to make sure that I got every color combination possible to see if there was a significance between different colors. And how you do that is you click on the empty cell, type in equals t-test, and then it asks you for array 1 and array 2. So you select the different types of data that you want to produce the t-test on. And then it asks you for the number of tails and the type of t-test. So the number of tails is if you had predicted that one would be larger than the other or have a direction more so than the other one. And that would be a type or one-tailed t-test, whereas a two-tailed t-test is if you either don't know or you don't hypothesize that in the first place. And then for the different types of t-tests, for a type 1 t-test is if you do not, the difference between a type 2 and a type 3 t-test is the distribution, if you have a normal distribution or not. And if you don't know if you have a normal distribution or not, you always choose type 3. And for a type 1 t-test, I talk about that in here, and to be truthfully honest with you, I can't exactly remember at this point in time, because I did this a week or 2 ago. But I'm sorry. Lots of big. Okay. So what do my t-test results mean? If the p-value is less than 0.05, then we would deem these statistics to be significant. And coincidentally, mine were not. The closest one was red and orange, and that was 0.156. So this means, you guys, that if you like a certain color over another, but you really want to stretch them too, then it doesn't really matter. You're good. So, about the hypotheses from the beginning to our data and analysis now. I failed to reject my null hypothesis, and this is because none of the t-tests proved to be significant between the colors and the elasticity of the colors. questions, comments, words of lovely advice?